Hey guys, and CSFan001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, September 21st, 2020. So this will have covered the week of the 14th through the 20th. Not as much progress this week as some of the last few weeks, but there are a few different things to talk about. First off, I actually played the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha. Really was not a fan of this one. I was not impressed at all. I did not really enjoy playing it. I mean, maybe I didn't give it enough time, but I just was really not really a fan of what I saw so far. So I guess I might not be picking this up day one. I mean, I'm really excited for the campaign and zombies, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not super hyped on the multiplayer. It plays a little more like Modern Warfare 2019. And I really wasn't the biggest fan in the world of Modern Warfare 2019 online, unless it probably got better over time, but I just wasn't huge into it. Anyway, the second game I need to discuss real quick is Destiny 2. I got the Secret Victories emblem, which is awesome, so that is now out of the way and completed. So at this point, I am only missing one weapon for the Destination's Triumph Seal, and that is, I believe it's the Vouchsafe Scout Rifle. It is a Dreaming City item. It can pop from the weekly bounties. It can pop from the daily bounties, I think, because I know that the other one I needed popped from a daily bounty. So I think it can pop from those, but I know it can come from all the weekly bounties and the weekly quests and stuff. So I guess I'm just going to have to keep grinding that out a little bit longer, but, you know, getting close to being there. I'm also going to start looking for a group to do the raid with, the second raid, the whatever it's called raid from the DLC. So I think it's called the Last Wish raid. Yeah, it is. I'm a little bit scatterbrained right now. I'm kind of tired. I don't know why. I've just been a lot more tired today than normal. But anyway, I will be looking into doing that and then hopefully have Destiny 2 at 100%. And hopefully it never gets another DLC because I really don't want to have to play any more of Destiny 2. I mean, it's so time consuming. That's the big thing. I mean, the game isn't bad, but it's just really, really boring over time, especially if you don't have like a good big group to be playing it with. So as for actual trophy progress this week, I made progress in 2 games. I didn't get anything in Advanced Warfare, did I? Because I'd already talked about Havoc and Ascendance. Did I get anything in this? I don't think I did, but let me check. Okay, I didn't think so. I didn't think I made any progress in it. I was just wanting to check it. So, I mean, I went home for a good chunk of this past week, and even though the internet there is better now than it was, you know, a few months ago, it's still not really that good for gaming, so I pretty much just played offline stuff, played some Borderlands 3. I haven't bought the Season Pass yet, though. It's still overpriced, and I will be glad to be able to do that, because apparently the 4th DLC is on par with the rest of the DLCs, so they're all like a 3 out of 10, and take 5 to 10 hours each or something, so that's not bad at all. But the Outer Worlds jump back into this. Also, it has a DLC out now, which I think I've mentioned before, but you have a trophy for completing it on any difficulty. Then you have all sorts of other trophies. Power the reactor, destroy the synthesizer, listen to Lucky Montoya's message, found a journal, found a body, deliver a journal, 20 portable phonographs, that's a collectible type. Achieved a compromise between Olivia and Minnie. Acquire special delivery, PET, and employee benefits. So it doesn't actually look that difficult because it looks that it's going to be, you know, easier than the base game because you can do it on any difficulty, so that's kind of nice. And it looks like all the trophies have been earned, so that's also a good thing. I'm sure there are a couple in there that are missable that can be, you know, circumnavigated with some good saves. But as for the base game, I still have not actually completed the game, sadly, even though it's really fun. Like I said before, it's really fun. It was great to jump back into it. So in the past, I recruited a companion and killed a mega creature. Those are pretty tough to miss. I'm working my way through this. I think I'm going to have to farm it on some weaker enemies, though, because a lot of those companion abilities aren't the most powerful things in the world. Surprised I don't have this one yet, because I feel like I should, but I guess I don't. Surprised I don't have this one yet, but it's pretty easy. This one's pretty easy. This one I'm not entirely sure. Again, I might have to farm it on like lower leveled enemies somewhere. Kill 30 mechs with shock damage. That might take a little while, but I'm sure I'll get through it eventually. Same with the inhaler one. Same with this one. I mean, a lot of the trophies are really just, you know, kind of grindy. They're not really too difficult. They're just really grindy for the most part. Don't know exactly where I'll be able to get this, but I'll get it eventually. It looks like it's harder than the other one for sure. First trophy I earned of the week, this one, acquire 3 flaws. They pop up randomly as you play the game. I had turned down a few in my early days of the game before realizing that it was a trophy, and now that I know that it's a trophy, I went ahead and got it done pretty easily. So just acquire 3 total flaws throughout the game and you're good to go. Wear all Spacer's Choice stuff, that's kind of funny, and I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. That's a missable trophy, I believe, from what I've read. Reach level 30, I'm like level 20-something. Finish a companion quest line. I think I've finished 2 of them now out of the 6 because some of the companions only have 1 quest, the rest of them have 2. But making progress on that. Don't know where I'll be able to get that one, but that one shouldn't really be that hard. You can do it on like a boss, I'm sure, or something. Or just some kind of tougher enemy. Don't know about this one. Reach 100 on a skill, that should come pretty easily. Killed an enemy with a science weapon sneak attack during tactical time dilation with a weak shot critical hit. That seems a little bit complicated. This one I went for a long time ago. It was pretty easy. This one shouldn't be... this one, I don't know how tough that one will be to do. I mean, a lot of this stuff, I'm still relearning the game at times. I just kind of go back to it when I probably shouldn't. Like, just instead of spending, you know, a full month just sitting down and working on only this game. That one I haven't gotten yet. All the companion quests, I know that's missable, but I'm working through it. I did recruit all the companions at least. And then you have a bunch of story-related trophies. Some of these trophies are story-related. Some of them are miscellaneous trophies related to the story, I guess is a good way to say it. I mean, that probably wasn't very clear. But some of them are directly story-related. Some are not directly story-related. And you might have to make differing choices, which is why you're going to want to have a lot of backup saves. I definitely suggest looking at a guide if you want to get through this a little bit faster. But yeah, I earned 2 trophies in this game this past week. It's not an overly long platinum. I think it's like a 50-hour platinum, which really isn't that bad. But I mean, it's fun. I absolutely enjoy the game. It's a lot of fun to play. I just need to... Again, it's just not high on the priority list. I'm working on all the online stuff. It's just not really that high on the list for now. Next up, we have Terminator Resistance. And I've got to say, I am really actually enjoying this game. I'm surprised to say that. This game's actually pretty fun. It's got some technical problems at times, like it gets kind of laggy, and especially if you have multiple enemies shooting at the same time. And it gets slightly repetitive. There isn't a whole lot of variety in terms of the enemies and the weapons and stuff. It definitely could have been even better than it was. There were definitely some things it could have done that would have made it really, really good. Like, you know, make it more like Freedom Fighters, where you can pick and choose your missions, which order you sort of want to do them in. You know, stuff like that. And full free roam in the actual districts while going for these things and be able to return to them and stuff, you know. There were definitely more things they could have done that could have made the game even better, but it is fun. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like I said, it's not a bad game. And it's a very easy platinum because you can do it on the easiest difficulty, which is really, really easy. I gotta say that, because you can wipe out T800s with very little effort on easy, even if you're outnumbered like 4-1. So as for the actual trophies, this is basically story related. I'm not sure if you can miss it, but if you did miss it, that would not be, I mean, it would not be easy to miss if you can. You have to destroy the flamethrower on a T800. That's pretty easy. Just shoot the flamethrower pack. Hack 10 total devices, including a turret. That's not going to be difficult at all. There are plenty of opportunities to hack stuff. You can hack turrets, you can hack computers, you can hack certain boxes, all sorts of stuff. Upgrade your weapon. This is pretty much a story-related thing that's tough to miss. This is a miscellaneous trophy. You have to complete a specific side quest called Radio for Ryan midway through the game. And then you have to turn on the radio to annoy Alvin, but you kind of have to do it anyway if you want to do all the side quests. You don't have to do all the side quests. I've just been sort of doing it just because it's a little more fun, a little more completionist, you know. Then you have to take at least a good photo of an enemy. So I think you have to do this for some of the miscellaneous missions and quests and stuff. But this isn't too difficult. Just, you know, get behind an enemy that isn't moving too much and take a picture of them when it's good or perfect. You can't do this until a little bit late, until like you meet the main resistance cell, by the way, so just keep that in mind. Complete any side objective, and there's a trophy for completing 5 of them. And most of the side missions are pretty easy, so just complete 5 of them along the way. Plus, it's good for you to get the XP so you can level up and get the skills and stuff. Open 10 locks, that's very easy. The lock picking is ripped directly from Fallout. Even the sounds are ripped directly from Fallout, which is really funny. Craft any 5 items. Just use a crafting bench to craft 5 items. Nothing difficult there. Find a note. You have to find 10, and there are 32 total in the game. It's the only, like, real collectible in this game. You just find them laying around. They're kind of tough to miss. You're going to come across a lot of them just through natural progression. But I'm sure that there's guides out there to follow if you want to find all of them, or if you were having trouble finding some of them. So this is the only fully missable trophy in the game. There's a reason why it's by far the rarest. You have to unlock a specific door in the Back to Pasadena chapter, and to do it, you have to have a lockpick skill, a maxed out lockpick skill, which requires you to be level 12 and have put all 3 total points into that skill tree. I mean, you get a point at every level up, and there's some skill books you can take. So this one is highly missable. You do have to be a little bit careful with this one. Just absolutely make sure that before Back to Pasadena starts, or while you're in Back to Pasadena, that you reach level 12 and have all 3 points put into the lock-picking tree so you can pick the door. And the stupid thing is, as we'll see in the image here, the door is just in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's in part of, like, a destroyed building. I don't know why they put this trophy in. It's really stupid, but, I mean, it's still easy as long as you know it's there and know to work toward it. Kill an enemy with a hack turret. That is going to probably come naturally, because hacking turrets is really useful. Kill a Terminator with a termination knife. You'll get this a bit later in the game. The stealth in this game is not really that good. Honestly, it's not a lot of fun to use unless it's just because I've never upgraded my stealth ability. I just never really found it to be all that useful in this one. You don't really need it, especially on easy. You really don't need it at all. But just sneak up behind a T-800 and stab it with the termination knife equipped. Destroy a Skynet outpost. I've run across like 4 or 5 of these so far, and I'm getting near the end of the game, so I've run across 4 or 5 of them. They are basically just go into the outpost, hack the central computer, or blow up the plasma reactor, and you're good to go. So it's not too terribly difficult. I mean, you probably will end up getting this one naturally if you're doing a lot of the side stuff. I have not gotten this trophy yet. This is a mission-specific trophy. It's in the Back to Pasadena chapter, but there is a chapter select, so I'm going to have to get it through chapter select. I didn't know this existed. That T-47, it's the really, really big mech that's going to be a little bit tougher to kill, but I mean, I'll get it eventually. It's on easy difficulty. It's not that bad. Like I said, I'll get it eventually. Complete 5 side missions and find 10 notes. Talked about that a little bit earlier. Again, nothing difficult there, especially because you can play on easy. Then you have some story-related trophies. All of these trophies are story-related. Like I said, you can beat the game on easy. So I still have to obtain the security codes from Fallen HK Tank, and then it looks like there's a few more missions after that, maybe another 1 to 2 missions afterward. So I'm getting pretty near the end of the game, and I will easily have this platinum done by the end of the week. I'm not worried about that at all. So with that, level 77, 55%, 19,158 total trophies, 465 platinums, 2,713 golds, 5,035 silvers, 10,945 bronzes. So what will I be playing this week? Obviously, I will be continuing to grind in Destiny 2 to get that final weapon that I need and hopefully be able to do the Last Wish raid in the near future. Like I said, I just need to look for a good boosting group to do it with. And I will be able to get through that. I also need to probably watch a video and see exactly what the raid looks like in 2020 because I know like nothing about it. I don't think it's considered to be all that difficult, but you never know. I mean, I'm not that great at Destiny 2. I'm not that bad at it anymore. I've gotten a lot better, but you know, you never know. But I will hopefully be working on all of that stuff. I need to continue working on Advanced Warfare. I haven't gotten a good group together yet that was, you know, all in the same time zone and whatnot and well coordinated together. So hopefully I can start working on that soon. Still got those last 2 DLCs to get through. I'd love to get through Carrier by the end of the week. That's the one that I think I can get through, and probably through the Easter egg and the Blunderbuss trophy in Descent as well. It's mostly just that stupid double feature mode that I'm most scared of. But hey, if I can get Advanced Warfare done, that'll be one of my oldest games on the PS4 done, along with GTA 5 and Destiny 1. Still need to get done because those are a little bit older as well. So, along with all that, of course, I'll get the Platinum in Terminator Resistance. I'll probably have that done on Monday. Maybe I'll get a couple of easy Platinums this week, continue working through my backlog of old easy games, including ones that I recently purchased that were on sale. Yeah, that's probably about it. Like I said, this was going to be a little bit shorter of an update because there just wasn't as much going on this week in terms of trophies. And then, by the way, Resident Evil 7 just randomly got an update out of nowhere. Like, it just popped up a few days ago. I don't think it added in a new trophy. I haven't seen a new trophy on its list or on PSN profiles, but it makes me wonder if they're going to do what they did with Resident Evil 2 and add like an extra DLC where you just find like a secret note somewhere or something that somehow references the next game. I don't think it's likely, but I guess you never really know these days. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I got Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1 for PS3. I hope the disc works because I bought it off of eBay. So I will hopefully be able to start playing that soon because that game actually does have a few online trophies. So I want to get that done very soon because that is a much more obscure game than something like Battlefield 3 or Call of Duty. And yeah, that's really about it for this week. Definitely a little bit shorter of an update, not as much to talk about. Otherwise, schedule I'm hoping will be pretty normal this week once again. I don't really know for a fact though because might be trying to get my friend to come down for this weekend or something. I don't know yet. I really don't. It's just you never really know these days with some of this stuff going on and looking for better jobs and all that kind of stuff. Plus there's football on the weekends, which I got to go to a football game, a college football game for the first time in, a year. So that was awesome. I was very happy to be there, even with some of those stupid safety protocols that make absolutely no sense. But hey, it's all good because we get to watch college football again. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. And I will see you later this week for more content.